Welcome to Secret Love Channel. Ladies and gentlemen, every girl wants her love to be unique and complete. But sometimes a feeling of insecurity creeps into her mind. At those times, you wonder if the man beside you still loves you as before, or has his heart started to turn to someone else? Small changes in behavior, evasive eyes, or unusual coldness can be signs you cannot ignore. To better understand these things, let's explore the most obvious signs that will help you realize whether his heart still belongs to you or not. 1. Find a way to end the relationship. If he suddenly wants to break up just because of a small argument, it could be a sign that he no longer loves you. 2. Not as affectionate as before. If he is more cautious about sharing his thoughts and feelings or loses interest in touching you, this may indicate that he is intimate with someone else. A sign that he is no longer interested in you is suddenly avoiding you and no longer wanting to be intimate with you. 3. No longer jealous. If your man no longer has a need to possess, he may have changed. Lack of jealousy in a relationship indicates that he is no longer interested or has found someone he cares about more. 4. Often shows irritation. He starts to misunderstand everything you say, even getting angry at some innocent questions from you. Defensiveness indicates that he has a problem inside or wants to hide something. 5. Often startled. Your partner has some hobbies and habits that you are afraid of discovering. He is so worried that he is restless. It's possible that it's related to someone he likes, but not you. If your significant other is often startled and has interests and habits that he's afraid you'll find out about, this could indicate an insecurity in the relationship. While it's possible that he's interested in someone else, it could also be that he's simply hiding a part of himself for privacy reasons. 6. Overprotective of his belongings. Your relationship was built on trust and openness. A sudden change, like changing your account passwords, not letting you see his phone, getting angry when you touch his things, shows that he's hiding something. 7. Talking a lot about the same woman. Your significant other may be working with someone and often sharing details about them. Talking too much about her shows that he's interested and has feelings for her. You need to pay close attention when your man suddenly cares too much and likes to compare you with another girl. 8. Starts comparing you with other women. If he comments on other women and compares you with them, it means he is considering other targets. An obvious sign may be that he wants you to change your appearance, such as the way you dress. Style your hair. 9. Always on the phone. His phone is always ringing. Even when he is on a date with you, his other half keeps texting, secretly answering the phone and avoiding all your questions about who the other person is. That is a sign that he is in contact with someone more important than you. 10. No longer wants to make love publicly. He starts introducing you to people in a superficial way, trying to create distance to show that the two of you are not a couple. He refuses, seems uncomfortable when showing affection to you in public, even though it wasn't like that before. Maybe he's worried about being caught by someone. If you followed this far, please leave a comment. I want happiness. That is, you will give us more motivation to make more meaningful videos. If you haven't liked the video yet, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel to support us. We will give you a heart. Thank you very much. 11. He suddenly avoids you. He used to be willing to spend time with you, but recently he hasn't, often making excuses for his absence. When you ask about his schedule, he gives vague answers. It's very possible that your husband or lover's mind and time are devoted to someone else. When he suddenly avoids you and changes his behavior, it's a sign that you should observe carefully to understand the situation. Don't hesitate to ask yourself questions and decide what's best for your relationship. Small signs in a man's behavior and attitude can be important indicators of his true feelings. If you notice a change in the way he treats you, a loss of warmth in his eyes, or an inexplicable coldness, it's time to reconsider your relationship. True love never makes you feel insecure or doubtful. Listen to your heart and decide for your own future. Because you deserve a true, complete love that you never have to doubt. Small but obvious signs in his behavior can be an indicator of true feelings. If you notice unusual changes, you have every right to be worried and need to reconsider your relationship. It's important to listen to your intuition and not be afraid to face the truth to protect your heart. James and Emily have been together for 3 years. Long enough to feel like everything was fine. Until James started acting strangely. One day, Emily was scrolling through Facebook and noticed that James had changed his profile picture, but it wasn't a couple photo anymore. This made her feel suspicious. But she tried to stay calm and told herself, maybe he just wants a single photo to look cooler. Then things started to get weirder. James, who was always enthusiastically carrying Emily's bag, suddenly said, "This bag is light. Can you carry it yourself?" She also noticed that he often looked at his phone with sparkling eyes, as if there was a whole universe inside. Emily tried to take a look, but James immediately snatched the phone, forcing a smile. "Oh, it's just a work message. Nothing more." One day, James asked Emily out for dinner, but instead of a familiar restaurant, he chose a completely strange one. There was no romantic atmosphere. Instead, James kept texting and was startled every time Emily accidentally looked in his direction. Emily was annoyed and asked, "Who are you texting?" James cleared his throat. "It's just a group of brothers. Don't be suspicious." But in her heart, suspicion began to grow. Not only that, Emily also discovered that James had changed the passwords of all his accounts. From Facebook, Instagram to Netflix. Does Netflix have to be secure? We don't share it, she thought to herself. That made her feel even more strange. And the climax was when James suddenly complimented a female colleague in the conversation. "Do you know Knock? She's very good. And she can cook too. I think modern women should be like that." Hearing this, Emily wanted to smash the glass of water in front of her. But she just smiled. "Oh, really? Luckily you have Knock as your ideal model." James, seemingly unaware of the sarcastic tone, just smiled awkwardly. Things got worse when James started avoiding Emily. Last-minute cancellations, curt replies like, "Yeah, okay," or worse, no reply at all. Emily decided to confront him directly. "James, tell me the truth. What's going on?" James just looked away, muttering something about busy work. Emily couldn't take it anymore, so she decided to investigate. One evening, while James was sleeping on the sofa, she took the risk of checking his phone. Guess what? The password was someone's birthday. Definitely not Emily's. Everything was clearer than ever. Instead of being miserable, Emily laughed. "I thought I was Sherlock Holmes. But I ended up being the main character in a tragic movie." She stood up, shaking off all remaining doubts. Emily knew that keeping James by her side at this time was like holding on to a tattered umbrella. She gently put the phone back and walked away, thinking to herself, "You don't love me anymore. But I still love my life." The story ends with Emily starting to take better care of herself, joining a yoga class, making new friends, and even laughing out loud every time she remembers James. "At least I have a love story worth telling my friends about," she said humorously at a gathering. And James? After a while, he texted Emily again, but she only replied briefly, "I wish you happiness. As you hurt me." Let's learn more about looking at these 4 points. Women will know whether their destiny is poverty or happiness. The ancients often said, "The shape reveals destiny. Personality determines the future." Have you ever wondered if the lines on your face, or your daily gestures and actions, contain a long story about life? From your nose, eyes, to the way you behave in relationships, all are important signs showing the path you will take. Whether it is complete happiness or will go through hardships and challenges. Try looking in the mirror, not just to admire the beauty or flaws, but to discover the secrets of destiny that await you. Behind those familiar features is a treasure trove of meanings that the ancients have passed down. A warning or a favor that life has given you. Are you one of the women whose fate is smiling? Let's open the door to discover these important signs through the 4 key points below. 1. That is a woman with an upturned nose. It is said that women with an upturned nose often act emotionally. Go as they please, put their ego above all else. So it is difficult to live with anyone for a long time. As we all know, for women, if they have this characteristic, they are infatuated with love. Although they keep their ego, they do not give up their husband and children because of it. Women with an upturned nose often have a conflict between emotion and reason. They love passionately, are infatuated with love, but are also determined to protect the most important things in life. It is this mix that makes them both strong and vulnerable. Alluring. 2. Women with large ears. This type of woman is often prone to emotional changes. They cannot determine their own feelings. That is why they always feel insecure in love. Women with large earlobes are often sensitive and easily disturbed emotionally. This makes them constantly seek stability and peace in love, although sometimes insecurity still prevails. 3. Women with moderately high cheekbones. This type of woman is often prone to emotional changes. They cannot determine their own feelings. According to physiognomy, the 2 sides of a woman's cheekbones represent encouragement for her husband. Therefore, a woman's cheekbones should not be too high. If she has moderate, full cheekbones, this type of woman is extremely capable and a solid support for her husband. She has a comfortable and happy life with her family. Our ancestors taught, "Father is still alive. Do not grow a beard. Mother is still alive. Do not wish longevity." Why is that? Women with moderately high cheekbones are often people who know how to maintain balance in relationships. They are not only capable but also bring stability, becoming a solid support to help the family always be harmonious and happy. 4. The ancients believed, if you want to live in peace, do not go to the house of these 3 people. Who are they? Big eyes, curved eyelashes, long eyebrows. Women with these characteristics are said to have smooth sailing in love affairs. Big, lively eyes, charming curved eyelashes, long eyebrows symbolize friendship. Women easily fall for women with these characteristics. The chance of meeting women with this charm to meet men who are good in temperament and work is also very high because they are both attractive and energetic. Through careful consideration of the physical characteristics, facial features and behavior in life, we can recognize interesting signs about our own destiny. Are you on the path to complete happiness or facing challenges and difficulties? The important thing is that you understand yourself. Know how to seize opportunities and change when necessary to create a better life. Life is not just what is predetermined, but you are the one who creates your destiny. So always live proactively and hopefully. Lena is the first girl to attract attention in the group of friends. No one can take their eyes off her upturned nose, as if provoking the whole world. The ancients often said that an upturned nose is a sign of a woman who lives with intense emotions, putting her ego first. Lena is a living proof of this. She loves with all her heart, loves passionately and sincerely, but because of that, when love is not as expected, she is easily hurt. I will love with all my heart, but if anyone dares to hurt me, I will not hesitate to protect myself. Lena laughed loudly, but in that smile there was an unshakable determination. Relationships for Lena were like a challenging battle. She loved passionately, but also collapsed when she did not receive a worthy response. Sitting next to Lena was Eva, a girl with large and very sensitive ears. People around her easily noticed that Eva was always listening, but few knew that those ears contained emotions and thoughts that she never shared. Eva always lived in insecurity about love, sometimes loving wholeheartedly, sometimes feeling insecure. Her emotions changed constantly like waves hitting the shore, impossible to grasp. I can never escape this feeling of insecurity, but at least I still find peace in love. Eva sighed, then looked at the coffee cup in her hand, realizing that peace would only come when she learned to love herself before loving others. Mia is the third girl in the group of friends, with high cheekbones and a calm face. She is not like Lena, not like Eva, but someone who knows how to keep peace in her heart. Mia never lets her emotions control her. She is calm and steady. Mia's high cheekbones are a symbol of stability and tact in behavior. You are a strong woman, Mia. You always know how to keep the peace. Lena commented about her. Mia has always been a reliable friend, knowing how to create a comfortable space for others. But the story of the group of friends does not stop there. One day, Nina, an old friend of Lena and Eva, suddenly appeared. Nina has big round eyes, long eyelashes, and an undeniable charm. However, the most attractive thing about Nina is not just her appearance but the strong personality and charisma she radiates. Everyone cannot help but look up every time Nina enters the room. Nina is like a flame that is always bright and strong. But she also has a secret worry. Will I find true love? Or is it just superficial love? The story of these four friends shows that, although each person has a different feature, from an upturned nose, big ears to high cheekbones, the factor that determines their destiny is not the lines on their face but the way they live, the way they face life and the way they love themselves. In the end, Lena, Eva, Mia and Nina all realize that strength, love and determination are the factors that determine each person's destiny. If you find the video useful, please share it with more people, as well as subscribe to the channel. Like, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you in the next video.